Yes, what's next is complicated. Complicated.
What's good? Welcome back to Complicated Discord. Thank you for joining us. As always, it's your boy Dex.
JacobiJones here.
And your boy Alexander Benedict.
You might see a little change. Unfortunately, due to some scheduling difficulties, we couldn't be joined today by our fourth member, Miss Nice Nasty, aka Christy. But don't worry about that, Discord Nation. She will be back next week. We will be back at 100%. But until then, we having a guys' day. We all in the man cave. We're just gonna be talking, just having as one of our previous guests and a close personal friend of mine, James Butch, like to say, we're gonna have some manversations.
Okay, now.
By the way, go ahead and check out his podcast, Mind of a Man Podcast. We're gonna tag him, and his information will be linked below. Okay.
I miss him.
You know what? I've reached out to him. In fact, I spoke to him the other day. He was saying that we need to link up and talk about another, guest appearance on his show and on our show. So hopefully here in the next couple of weeks, we can get him to come back. And you know what? It'll be great because then we'll have two psychology professionals on the show, and we can work on some of the issues that some of us have.
I feel attacked.
I was talking about Pete, but damn, Jacobi, know.
Look at you. Shots fired. Anyway.
But so let's go ahead and jump into this. Seeing as how it is a guys' day, since we man caving it up, we gonna do a little different show, okay? We gonna open it up with some videos I found.
And yay! Let's get these videos rolling.
All right.
And the first one will be...
Right. Technology can be a blessing and a curse. The camera in the baby's room triggered by movement and caught exactly what the home inspector was doing.
I mean, it's just, wow.
It's not often you hear a reaction like that from the Oakland County Sheriff. And it's not often you hear of an act so appalling. On March 12th, before selling, an Oxford Township couple let this man into their home on Gill Street for a routine inspection that turned into anything but. They left, never suspecting the 59-year-old man would allegedly fulfill his sexual urges with their child's Elmo doll.
And while he was in there, he took that opportunity to be in a baby's nursery. And worse, while he's in the nursery, for whatever sick reason, finds himself in need of sexually gratifying himself with a Tickle Me Elmo doll.
he gave the term Tickle Me Elmo new meaning.
I can't believe this.
He tickled Elmo.
Yeah, it was. Tickle my tube snake.
I can't believe this. But I will say though that I have done some things in the past with stuffed animals that I would take to the grave, and that's all I'm gonna say.
In your house?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God.
No, I didn't.
Oh, really?
Well, okay, so I'm just gonna tell the story. When I think I might have mentioned this story on the show before, how I was mad at my first job. I was 14 or so, and I got fired from my first job, and I was pissed off. And they had this thing where they had it was a skating rink, and they, you would have like the happy birthday thing, and this animal would come out in a costume. You had to wear like at Disney World, you dress up like Mickey Mouse. We had a kangaroo and something else, and I used to be that costume for them. And you put it on for like 30 minutes or 20 minutes, and you go and you do it on, and then then whatever, right? So I got fired and I was pissed off. And when I left, I went to my locker to go clean my shit out. And at the time, I was a 1-2 quitter spitter, right? You know what I mean? I was quick with it. And I was like in the back in the locker room, and I looked out the door, and they were all on the other side of the building. And I was like, I'm finna jack off and jizz on this goddamn costume. Fuck this place. And I did.
Couple of questions.
First question. Let me ask you this because you're in the legal field. As the has the statutes passed, so I can't get in trouble for this.
Hey, you didn't mention where it was, or listen, it's too late. They lost their ability, as far as I know. But here's my question to you.
You fuck with me, you stuck with me on your shirt.
Apparently, Jesus, Bill Clinton, Jesus.
I was young. I was 14.
Hold on. This is important. Where did you jizz?
All over that shit. I was young.
Like me personally, I'm petty. I would have made sure all of it went into the headset. So whoever put it on after that.
No, I didn't jizz inside of it. I jizzed on it, like on the face of the kangaroo, on the shirt of the kangaroo. I was just like,
hey. All I can imagine is somebody picking it up like, what is this? Did somebody spill mayo on? Who spilled something on the costume?
I don't know what's in your diet, young man, but I smelled like pineapples and kiwis, okay?
I'm not saying that somebody looked at it. They're like, what is this? Who spilled something on the dance? What is this? What is hey, I say that because you know one thing people always do for some odd reason? We will take out spoiled milk out of the fridge. We will read the container that's saying it's spoiled, and we will still open it and smell it.
Yeah.
Some people will go as far as tasting it.
And you know what's funny? That's particularly a man thing. Like, you ever like dig inside your belly button?
Oh my God, it's so erotic. The belly button is my favorite spot on my body. I was just having a conversation with my friend about this last night. The belly button is like, because we were on the phone and I was like digging in my belly button and I started making some noises and she was like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I'm digging in my belly button. It's kind of like a spot for me, like my nipples. And I just, and then she was just like, really? Wow. I was like, I think it's because the nerve endings, like it's my whoo child.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I don't know much about that, but okay.
Yeah. Well, you probably have an Audi because you're weird.
I do not. Okay. I will show you too. My bad.
No, thank you. We see you got the gun show out. If you guys are listening to this on audio, I suggest you go to YouTube and watch the visual because Dex is the Terminator right now.
Now, I think it's a guy thing for us to identify anything with smell. We just do that.
Yeah, I think you're right. You're right.
Let me tell you how goddamn stupid I am, okay? I'm gonna share this moment with you guys. I was dating this young lady at one point in time. I was in the barracks, it was a while back, and I had milk in the fridge and I had cereal, and she happened to come over and I was hungry. So I made myself a bowl of cereal. And I'm sitting here with this bowl of cereal and I'm eating it, and I look over and I'm like, huh. She's like, what? I'm like, this milk tastes funny.
Tastes tart.
I don't know if it's bad. Something's wrong here.
Yeah.
And she's like, babe, stop eating the fucking cereal. I'm like, I can't. I don't know why I can't. So she takes the bowl from me and puts it in the sink. And I was like, all right, thank you. And then she goes into my room, and then I immediately take it out of the sink and start eating it again. Until she comes out, slaps it out of my hand, and washes it down the disposal.
What is wrong with you?
I wasn't sure the milk was bad. It didn't taste spoiled. It just tasted off.
Yeah, it was tart.
I've been there before. I've been there before. It's on the verge of being cottage cheese.
It was turning.
Well, see, it wasn't lumpy or anything. The problem was in my head was, is it the milk? Is it my taste buds? Is it the cereal?
No, it was turning. It was turning.
It wasn't, yeah.
So it was just, I was like, I don't know what it is. I need to figure this out. So I was still eating, and she's like, babe, you're going to get sick. Please stop. And I'm like, I can't. I need to figure this out. It was terrible. I didn't die or get sick or anything. So it worked out.
You're not gonna die from spoiled milk.
I was like,
you might have upset stomach, but
I didn't even have that. I didn't have the bubble guts. In fact, we went out drinking afterward. Good to go.
Yeah. I've been on a big almond milk lately. I've been drinking a lot of nut milks, and I've been staying. I know the irony of that, right? I've been. I wish. I have this one friend. I wasn't always a swallower. But then I met this one friend. It's just so, I mean, you know what? We're not gonna talk about my life. Never mind.
You brought it up. You might as well finish the story.
I do like almond milk on a daily basis.
Oh no, almond milk is the shit. I bought some almond milk last week. I fucking love almond milk.
You know what I've been having for breakfast on a healthy side note, just because I think, we should all stay healthy out there. For breakfast, I take a whole entire avocado, a whole entire banana, a whole entire pear, a whole entire, what else was it? Avocado, banana, pear, apple, and a scoop of peanut butter protein, a big scoop of peanut butter protein powder mixed with almond milk, is why I'm talking about this. And I blend it up and it makes 120 ounces. And that's my breakfast.
Well,
yeah, I've been doing it. I've been doing something to that matter myself.
Since we're talking about fruits and vegetables, I am drinking a dragonberry martini. It has dragonberry rum and blackberry schnapps. So there's my and let's not forget there's lime juice so I don't get scurvy. So
there's your health kick, huh?
Gotta stay healthy.
You weird. Wait, first off, question: where do you find dragonberry rum?
At a liquor store.
No, I mean, asshole. Where though?
You know what? I found it at Total Wines. You can find it at ABC Liquors though in Jacobi. It's just anywhere, any major liquor store that has like a rum section. Total Wines out, it happens to be a gigantic liquor store, so they have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Total Wine. I fucks with Total Wine.
You got that in Texas?
Yeah.
It's not to be funny. I'm not exactly sure how far it extends.
No. We have a lot of them. Total Wine.
Speaking of drinking, and since you're getting me drunk, what is the worst drunk sex experience you've ever had?
For me or for the other person?
I'm asking you, so it's for you. I don't know this other person.
Well, this was when I was not the most faithful of people.
Yesterday?
Shut the fuck up, Jacobi. God damn it, man. Why you gotta embarrass me on live?
Carry on. I'll allow it. Keep going.
Anyway, and I'm out of the military now, so I can say these things. I was in the military at this point in time. It was right before I left to go active duty. And there was this girl in my original unit. I had a crush on her from day one. Like I was so into this girl. And we never did anything. And one day she was just kind of like, "Hey, a vagina?" And I was like, "Oh, hell yes. Yeah, what? Yes. Let's do this." So we go over to her house. And I happened to, at this point, I didn't smoke very often.
Let me ask you this real quick question. What child were you on? Number 11, 12, 22? What number kid were you
on? 3 or 4, I guess.
Okay. Carry on. I'll allow it.
The fact that you were right, so I kind of had to answer that. I felt some type of way about it, but you know what? Facts.
It's fine. I'll allow it. Carry on.
Anyway, so I happened to have a blunt. Mind just right before I went to my duty station, my permanent duty station. So we smoked a blunt together. And then we drank a lot. Like a lot. So we ended up getting into it in the living room, and it moves from the living room to the bedroom. Mind you, now I'm already smammered. I'm smashed. I'm high. It's just bad. It's bad. It's a bad day.
Snabbered.
The room, you're in a spinning circle.
Yeah, there it is. At mid-stroke, the room just would not stop spinning. So I'm like, okay.
And you threw up on her?
No. I didn't throw up on her. I had the foresight to get and run to the bathroom. Here's where things got hairy. I went to her toilet because I'm a decent individual. And I threw up, not noticing her lid was down. So as I throw up, it's hitting the lid and it's going everywhere. I'm turning around. Her mat is getting wet, her towels. I go to the sink. She had one of those little tiny things, so it's not going down the drain fast enough. So I did all the only thing I could do is kind of change course, vomit across the bathroom, and go into the tub where it all ended. But she got it, but she came to the bathroom and she was just like,
"Get the fuck out." I would have threw your ass. I would have threw your ass smooth.
I was like, I got it. I got it. I'm gonna clean this. I got this. I did clean it very well too. She had to wash some stuff, but I did clean it.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Pete?
After that, the mood of sex just wasn't in the air.
Of course not.
it
I'm not
went
fucking
past.
you after you just vomited. Like, there is no way. I have this one friend who told me a story very similar to that, except that it was while he was eating his girlfriend out, and he jumped up and ran to the bathroom and threw up, and she freaked out because she thought, "Is it me?" And he's like, "I'm just drunk. I shouldn't have had tequila. Like, the coochie's fine." Like, you know what I mean? But she felt like some kind of way about it. But do you have a story, Pete?
Actually, it has nothing to do with vomit, but I was fucked up. So I was in the barracks, right? I was celebrating because I was just about to get my E2, my mosquito. So I'm getting fucked.
I'm sorry, Pete. That's funny because in the military, when you get your E2, you think it's something to celebrate. You don't realize that you're still at the bottom of the barrel. It don't matter. You're still private. They still look at you like you ain't shit.
Yeah.
I was the same way. I'm like, yeah, E2. That don't make a difference. Hey, the PFC would be like, "Hey, private,
yeah,
clean the bathroom."
You just what? Like, oh yeah,
fuck. He's right. We don't got no new privates either, so I can't delegate to them.
Yes, shit just like. So right, I'm getting fucked up in the barracks, and back then, this is like 2004. Like, you could get on post quite easily. So I'm on the veranda, and this one chick, I mean, she looked fine to me, but I'm fucked up at this point, right?
See the Belvedere playing tricks on you.
She's like, "Come here," and I'm like, "All right, hold on, shawty." I go downstairs, and she's like, "Ooh, you got a hamburger butt," and I'm like, "Yes, yeah." I thought it was weird. Anyway,
I'm sorry, a hamburger bun? What?
Yeah, she said I had a hamburger butt. It was weird.
But anyway, your booty. Yeah.
Anyway, push come to shove. I took her upstairs to the barracks, right? And we're about to get into it. And in the midst of fellatio, she decides it was okay to put her finger in my ass.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, all right, wait, time out.
You just gotta relax. You just gotta relax. Make sure you didn't eat no beans.
Yeah, like we didn't have no. I instantly got sober at this point. I'm like, fuck, like, yo, you gotta go. Like, what do you mean? Like, we didn't negotiate this. You don't know me like that. Like, I understand fucking and all that, but you should have. That's something you know what I'm saying?
It's a sacred space. Trust me.
Pete,
I know.
Let me ask you a question though. Again, this is important. This is very important. I'm serious. Like, seriously. How much of her finger did she get? Did she get there? Like,
bro, she got like the whole first part of the digit.
Oh, just this part? Just
Jacobi, hold on. Jacobi, hold on.
That's a whole edge.
This part, she could have the finger like a giant. She might have like her finger might be this wide. We don't know.
We all have our talents.
You've seen some Owens, right? You see how big their hands are. Like, that might have been a traumatizing experience.
It was. Like, I felt emasculated. Like, yo, we didn't rehearse this. Like, there was no conversation. One minute, you
were raped.
And the next minute, I'm getting energy back. I'm just like, wait, we didn't sign up for this.
You were raped. That was
1 minute. That was
sexual penetration. You were raped, Pete.
You know what, Pete? I'm gonna send you some pamphlets.
Hey, how about you just go? Pete, can I get a ride?
I think you should join the Me Too movement.
I'm gonna send you some pamphlets and some links, and we're gonna get through this together.
This explains so much.
We will get through this together, Pete. We will get.
So yeah, that was my drunken experience, man. It was weird, man. It got weird.
Jacobi, you tell us a lot of your experiences, but we never sure if you're a drunk or not. I mean, I want to assume that you're.
Let me tell you this.
I want to assume
99.9%. No.
I don't know. I feel about 60% drunk is this your thing. That's like your
How dare you? I just said that I have not had a drink for over a week, and you think I'm 60% drunk all the time, motherfucker.
It was pretty
Fuck you.
drunk.
Okay, but I have the first story. I mean, I have a lot of drunk sex stories. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm 60% drunk all the time. But the first story that comes to mind is it was just odd because, like, sometimes when you get too fucked up, and at the time it was in I was in like a party phase, doing a lot, like just drinking and doing a lot of drugs, and I was just wild, right? And I was this guy that I used to fuck with, and closet case, that whole scenario, story of my life. Anyway, we got together, we went out for the night to play bar because he didn't want to go to the gay bar because he's like,
place.
so we got play bar, we have a blast. And I remember like we got fucked up, and I remember having fun at play bar, and then I remember leaving play bar alone. And then the next thing I remember is somebody's fucking the shit out of me, and I'm in my bed, doggy style, head down, ass up. And as I'm getting railed, like, I think, who is this? Who is doing this right now? And I was like, fuck it, just find out when they're done. Shit, it was good, right? And then when it was over, I was like, oh hey, you came back. All right, let's go to sleep. Yeah. That's my drunk sex story. That's the first one that comes to mind. That's kind of like, I'm not ashamed of it, but it's kind of just like, damn, motherfucker. Like, but that's very rare. Like,
That's when the search really like, damn, am I a hoe? I might be a hoe.
I was a hoe. I was a hoe.
No, between 2004, 2005, I was a ho.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
between 2008 to yesterday, I really can't say much about it because I've been sworn to secrecy.
And the only reason why I say I was a ho was I was getting ready to go to Iraq, and I didn't know if I was going to come back or not. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. You only live
I don't want
once.
to drink all this.
YOLO was a thing, YOLO. Yeah, you only live once, so fuck it. YOLO. Go hard, go home.
Yeah. I'll be right back, you guys. I'm going to go get a different liquor because I don't want to drink all this good stuff.
By all means. Next time I'll tell you guys about my one Hawaii story that holds somewhere that myself and Jacobi share in common.
Yo, but I'll tell you what though, my most exotic times was working at City Lights in in Killeen.
Was that a strip club?
No, it was the club. Before it was called Oz, but when I got there, I guess they had closed down and they opened it up as City Lights. But it was weird because it still had the sign Oz on it. But it was weird too because like I was a private, and I had in the Army doing the whole thing. And side job, here I am, a private.
You know what, Pete? Now that you said that, we are seriously going to have a conversation about that shit one day. How fucked up it is that you can be in the military, but then still have to have a second job to make ends meet.
Bro,
that's going to be a conversation we're going to talk about.
But you know what? I walked into this, but look at Hawaii. No, I mean, not everyone is as blessed as some people to have riches. Most people in Hawaii have 3 jobs.
Well, no. Listen, the thing is, it's not about the fact of having multiple jobs is the problem. It's the fact that as a I knew a sergeant that had a second job. I knew an E6 that had a second job. The point is, as a soldier, you are
for survival.
Here's what I'm saying. You're a soldier. You are going down range and risking your life to protect, your states. But you're making so little that you feel that you have to get a second job. Keep in mind, I have a lot to say. 20 times more to act like soldiers in movies.
No, bro, you know what? I will tell you this. On that standpoint, if you don't like how much money you're making, switch careers because The
You're right.
governments, I never joined the military. Like, I mean, I hate when people complain about it's not fair that teachers make less money. It really isn't fair. I think that sucks too. It's not fair that actors make millions of dollars and or nurses make less than doctors and so forth and so on. If you don't like how much money you make, switch careers
Jacobi, no,
because
you
it
are
is what it
absolutely
is.
right.
You
You are
don't like that the
absolutely right.
military pays so little and actors make more money to play military people, then stop being a soldier and go act as one.
No,
Because
you're right. And that's what I'm saying. I stopped being a soldier and I do what I do. But I do still think it's kind
I
of
thought you
messed
was
up.
acting as one the whole time,
Bruh.
in my opinion.
Bruh.
But you know.
Hey,
Here's the
listen,
funny
you gotta be good at something, right, Jacobi?
Yo, here's
Oh,
the
I have
funny
my
make
part.
it.
Bro. Here's the funny part. My platoon sergeant worked at the other club, the 25 and up club.
No,
That was
that's,
the fun.
that's nothing. I've known E6s in Germany that were stripping to pay bills.
But see, also, but is it to pay bills or is it because they just wanted more money? Because everybody's
No,
chasing the bag.
You listen, people for some reason, people whenever you're in the military, people always assume you make a ton of money. When I was in the military, oh, you make all that military money. We don't make that much.
No, I don't. I never thought that at all. What
No,
I
you
do
didn't.
think,
You didn't.
I don't think, I know. But I don't think that. But what I do think, and I think most people, when they say military money, it's the benefits. Military people get benefits, right? You know, you might not, you could be an E2, but you still get benefits. You know what I mean?
Right.
You could be, I remember I had sex with an E2. And I threw him out when I found I had sex with him, but then I found out he was an E2.
Oh, that's like, he was at the bottom of the barrel.
You need to E2 out, motherfucker.
Yeah,
you got to go. Because,
Jacobi, you got to fuck up the ladder. Don't fuck down the ladder. That's not
well,
how
you
things
know,
work.
first of all, I will say he was really, really cute. He was a ginger. He was my first redhead. It was really fun. He lives in Conneaut. Hey, boo, if you watching. But he a Marine actually. But he had a little dick and couldn't fuck, so it didn't matter anyway.
First of all, hold on, back up. First of all, you just said, "Hey, boo, if you watching," then you insulted his dick.
Well, it's because you know why? I know that he follows me on social media and I see him looking at my Facebook stories and shit like that. And he be liking some of my shit. So when I post this video, in case he does watch it, I hope you do see that I'm talking to you. And I hope that you have had a wonderful life with your little dick ass.
The savagery!
No, it's because he had the audacity. We're going to get into this real quick and then I'm going to move on. It's because he had the audacity to act like it was he sought me out one night drunk in Waikiki on Lewis Street, pleaded with me to be with me, came to my house, spent the night, everything was great and fine, hunky dory. I kept saying, "You're not gay, you're not like this." He was just like, "No, I'm bisexual. There's something about you. I like you. Boom, bada bing. We go through the whole night. We go to sleep, we wake up, and then all of a sudden he's acting weird, and I had to cuss him smooth the fuck out. And then he apologized for acting weird, and we became Facebook friends. He was like, "I'm sorry. You're right. It's not your fault. You're a cool guy. It's me. Like, I don't know what I was thinking last night. Whatever. That's cool. That's fine. You had your experiments. I don't care. I don't mind. Whatever. But I am a good person, and I have tried to be nice to him, and I have tried. And then I ran into his ass a couple months ago in town at Dave and Buster's, and I tried to be like, "Oh, hey, it's nice to see you again. Don't nobody got to know that we fucked and that you got drunk and slobbed on my knob like it was corn on the cob and let me put it in your booty hole." Boop, boop. But then you wanted to act funny when you saw me. So now, if you watching this, hey, boo, how you doing? I hope all is well.
These nuts in your mouth. I said, these nuts in your mouth.
Because I'm going to gladly post this video. I want you to use this segment right here as a commercial piece so I can put it in my story so he can be like, talking about you. And with your little dick ass.
The most savage of the year award goes to Mr. JacobiJones. How does it feel to be nominated and win on your first nomination?
I would like to give honor to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and thank him for everything that he's done for me in this world. And I want to say thank you to my mama for bringing me up and teaching me the ways of the
Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm done.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's a hard act to follow. But we're gonna follow it.
Yeah.
Now listen. I'm gonna show the next video. It's Candace Owens. Trigger warning.
This
nigga said trigger warning.
It's
I
true.
don't like Candace Owens.
It's true. She is like the sunken place of it all.
Yeah, she is. She's like the opposite. She's like the us people.
Bro,
I'm
Dave
frustrated
Chappelle
just
said it
thinking about
perfectly. She is the articulate idiot.
She is, yeah, and she's like the sunken place. Like
I don't like her, and I never ever agree with her. But
now I will say I have agreed with her a few times on certain things.
On this specific thing, she has a point. I'll play.
So you agree with her?
The first time for everything, right?
Sanders, so you're a Candace Owens virgin.
Don't be a hoe, Jacobi. Don't be a hoe.
The ghetto.
Shut the fuck up, Jacobi. I'm so sick of you and your bullshit.
This what happens when I get to drinking on the show.
I like it. I like it. I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and try this again.
Got me drunk at 9:19 in the morning.
Oh, I got you drunk. Okay, yeah, it's me. Here we go. Can you hear it?
In the instant when men are not thinking with their big heads and they're saying, oh, whoa, she's out naked. Great. I'm going to go for it. Yeah. That might be what a man wants. But long term, that's not what a man wants. A man doesn't want a girl that's just going to be naked all the time and put herself out there available for every man to see. Mm-hmm. You know, that I don't have to be a man to know that that's not what men want. Yeah. So then you say men suck. And I ask this question all the time. You complain about men, but are you being the type of a woman that a man would want? Right? It's a self-perpetuating problem. And then you say that and they, oh my God, Candace is a horrible human being. And I'm looking at you going, I'm not a dude. I wouldn't date you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so again, self-perpetuating problem, not enough women calling out the fact that women are not desirable right now, in my opinion, right? They're sexually desirable, but I wouldn't want to take you home to mom desirable. And then you have men who are, you know, being hit over the stick and being told, man, bad, masculinity bad, who need to be told, no, stand up, you know, tuck your shirt in, right? Be a leader, be what a man is supposed to be. And that dies when we're not even allowed to say man and woman anymore. And that gets me into the transgender. And I could rant for 3 hours.
Stop the video. Stop the video. Oh, God.
Yep.
So,
I stopped it there.
This is the thing. Candace, she speaks like she's had a lobotomy and a hysterectomy all at the same goddamn time. Like the shit that comes out her mouth is just like garbage from the sunken place. Like it's so frustrating because it's just like you're such an eloquent idiot. Like you were just saying, Pete. What'd you just say? The terms like
articulate idiot.
Articulate idiot. Like it's just like you speak well, but you do not know of what you speak of.
Well,
here's the thing.
Hold on. I do kind of see her point with the whole social media thing. You put yourself out there as someone who's all over social media, and then when guys say they don't want to mess with you, you feel some type of way. Now, hang on, before you come at me, I agree that that's not necessarily the case. You can't judge someone off of their social media. I do agree with that. But like I've told you, I've said for me many a times, I know what I can accept and what I cannot accept. And if I have an issue with what you do in your social media, I wouldn't put myself in a relationship where I have to dictate to you what I like and don't like about what you're doing on social media. But again, not everyone's that mature.
I would like to hear who is she speaking of? Because see, what I don't like about her is that I feel like most of her arguments is bullshit that she creates, and no one's really arguing that. Who are you talking about? Who point out the person that's this video vixen, Instagram hoe or Instagram influencer that's bitching about she can't find a regular guy? Because I don't hear them hoes bitching about that shit. I hear them bitching. So you're creating this narrative and this fearful story, but no one's bitching about that. So you're just making up some shit.
Jacobi, I'm glad you said that because this is the thing, and I tell people all the time why Candace Owens is who she is. She has a perfect ploy into her plan. She does it effortlessly every time.
She's like
she'll say one thing to give her some type of foundation for logic, and then she'll go left field with it.
Right.
She did it
exactly.
She did it on Joe Rogan. She was like, you know, Jay-Z was church and this, that, then had the audacity to say Jay-Z was from Queens. Like, what? The fuck? Shut the fuck up. But
what does it matter?
Yeah.
Like what I'm saying, like with her argument, like, but he's not. Wait, where is he really from though?
Who?
Jay-Z.
Oh, Brooklyn, baby.
Right. That's why I thought it wasn't Queens. Right. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like he's not from. I knew he wasn't from Queens. I was gonna say like the Bronx, but it was Brooklyn. It was both with a B. But that's exactly the point. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What you saying? Yeah.
But see, that's what I'm saying. She'll say something that sounds like straight. Oh, okay.
She speaks like she knows what she's talking about.
But then she talks trash. Like, but back to her argument. I understand her argument, but because, like you say, if you go and say, you showing your titties out and all that, yes, perception still attaches. And when I see you, I'm gonna think titties. Oh yeah, tiggle bitties. Hey, but if that's your thing, that's your thing. I have to respect that coming into a relationship. Yo, she posts her titties on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Or
so I gotta say that because I have a female friend who got implants, right? And she had, a couple kids, so she got implants because they, breastfeeding, right? And when this new guy she was dating, he liked her titties, but he didn't like, which is what drew him to her, but he didn't like that she was on Instagram showing her cleavage, and she's just like, I was doing this before I met you. You know what I mean?
That part.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like if you get with someone and you are okay with their actions prior to getting with you, you can't dictate how they're actually to change now that they're with you.
Or damn sure be surprised.
Exactly. Exactly. Me and my old lady, we have a thing. I don't post much stuff on social media, neither does she. So I don't ever have to complain about it. You understand? But
I mean, to be fair, you got 27 kids. You're a busy person. I mean, yes. I get it. You can't. It's a lot of work, social media.
But no, that's
hold on, Pete. Hold on. Jacobi, who hired you?
You did.
Somebody had to hire you to take a hit out on me. Somebody's paying you to come for me on a daily basis. Who was it? Who did I wrong?
I miss you too, Dex.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand her logic, but it's flawed. Like, if you really, bro, when she gets on the mic, it's like that grandma's that homemade grandma sweater. If you look at it, and you start pulling at threads, it falls the fucking apart. And you're just like, why the fuck did I even take the time to listen to her?
I saw her in a summit with T.I. and Killer Mike and all these things. And did you see that? Did you guys see that summit?
I
did this summit pieces, and T.I. cut her off because Killer Mike was like, well, she got some points. And because she starts the argument making a little bit of sense of like, this is where I'm going to go. And then she justifies it with a bunch of bullshit that doesn't make any sense to her argument. And T.I. was just like, cut her off. And she was like, see, you won't let me finish. And he was like, that's because you talking a bunch of bullshit.
You be a bunch of bullshit. So basically what you guys are saying is Candice Owens is the Fox News of people.
She's yes. So this is the thing. Well, I can look at her and I can see you are a black person who sees and realizes everything that our culture and our people are. This is what we're born in. This is the situation that we got, and you can make a conscious choice to be neutral, against it, or with it, or manipulate it to just survive on your own. And she's manipulating the situation to survive on her own and doesn't care who she hurts as long as she's okay, which is a true Republican character trait. I don't care who I'm hurting. It's all about me. And that's all. Candace don't give a fuck about. I watched her in an interview one day on like CNN Live or some C-SPAN or something like that, and she was being interviewed by like the Senator Congress or something like that about some issue she had going on in her state, and she took her grandfather with her. And I saw that black man sitting there just looking like, I don't know how this bitch came from my loins. Like I don't know. I'm here because she willed me here, and I gotta sit here and support because it's my grandbaby. But I don't know where we went wrong. Lord Jesus, where did we go wrong?
Jacobi, it's like one of those times. Hey, which one is yours? The one in the red sweater. But she's Asian. Yep, that's mine. Know. That's my little Sun Yi.
Yeah.
That's my little Sun Yi. She looked like her mom, right?
Well, you know, I always I'm for our guests who don't know, I'm partially deaf. I've been partially deaf since I was an adolescent, right? I hear like 60%. I'm not fully deaf, right? But I have to wear hearing aids, which is why I wear these hearing buds on the segments. But when I'm out and about and someone starts talking that bullshit, or they like, because y'all go to the bar and people want to converse, or they know me from this, or they know me from my videos, or they know me from the past, and they want to have intellectual conversation. But once the bullshit starts, that's when my hearing goes bad. I'm just like, huh?
Jacobi, now that you mentioned that, I'm going to be honest with you here, and I feel like I need to have an intervention. What the hell, Jacobi? You started off with, that's that bullshit, and I've been feeling ever since.
Okay, you know what? It's so funny that you bring that up because I was just on my own YouTube channel, youtube.com/JacobiJones. Go check it out. Plug. But I was just on there posting my latest episode of The Career of the Queen, which comes out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Check it out. Plug. And I was just telling myself I have to get back on That's That Bullshit, because I watched the video again and I was just like, I'm fucking crazy. Like this shit, I'm pretty like, I crack myself up. You know what I mean?
So those that's listening and watching, I need you to go and flood his inbox with a request for That's That Bullshit.
I always love a good flooding, honey. I've always loved a good flooding.
Oh my God. Okay. All right, cool. Well, hey, listen, really quickly, before we jump off of this, let me ask you guys a quick question. With Candice Owens saying what she said, I watched a video the other day. It was a TikTok, actually. I should have sent it to you guys, but I didn't. I'll insert it. But there was this woman who says, well, when guys date, you know, a bunch of girls, it's justified. When girls date a bunch of guys, she's a hoe. So this dude cuts into the video and he says, yes, it is that way because women have consent. You guys have way more consent than we do. You guys have the ability to deny who you don't want to sleep with and accept who you do. Unlike guys, we don't have that option.
That's not true.
Hold on. He said, even in the animal kingdom, you know, the guys have to fight and battle for the opportunity to sleep with the female. And she could just be like, nah, I'm good.
But we don't live in the animal kingdom. We live in the real world.
Hold on. I know you triggered. Let me finish what he said. Don't yell at me. Okay.
I'm ready for the clap back. You got me riled up.
He was saying
double jack got me.
He was saying the reason women are viewed as hoes is because you get offered penis all the time. So you sleep with who you want to. But man, we don't get offered vagina every time we turn around. So we sleep with who we have to or who we can. Who we can. Now, with that being said, thoughts?
Okay, yes. So there's a difference between being offered penis and quality penis. Let's clear that up real quick, okay? Because you can have any old, and then the difference is vagina is different. I will give you guys that because I've been with women too. I mean, it's not like I'm not down. I mean, I'm not happy to anyway. Wait, but okay. I used to date a FTM, right? Anyway,
that's right. You did say that. You're right. I'm sorry.
Hello. So vagina is different in a sense, but at the end of the day, it is different in the sense of shape, form, tightness, But at the end of the day, it's a warm hole, and it's just going into a warm hole. Penis is a whole nother story because it comes in all shapes, colors, creeds, smells, scents. It's a whole nother world. Penis, you know, it could be 3 inches, it could be 13 inches. Like, you know, penis is a whole nother world of pleasure. So there's a difference between, you can just pick and choose, you can get any dick you want. No, there's a difference between dick and quality dick. There are micro penises and there are donkey dicks.
Stop right there. Hold on. I want to pause you for a second. Now that you said micro penis, you bring up a very interesting point, Jacobi. And let me point this out to you here.
Was that a trigger for you, Dex?
No,
Was that a trigger?
No, listen, you want to ask you just said I got 28 kids. I mean, apparently they keep coming back. So
that don't mean you ain't a sharpshooter. I mean, I've been with a micro penis before. He could have had 27 kids.
First off, hold on. Let me stop both of y'all right now. My brain's still hurting after the fucking that shit made my head hurt, like literally.
Listen, but hold on, Pete, hold on, Jacobi. No, think about this. Think about this though. I kind of get his point to an extent, because at the end of the day, when it comes to the ability and the offers, women get a lot more, because it's never happened to a woman. Hold on. You know it's never happened to a woman? The most flat-chested, flat-ass woman could walk into a room full of men and take off her clothes, and she will still at least get one dick offer.
Well, let me explain this to you.
Hold on. But if a dude with a micro penis walk into a room full of women and pull his pants down, he would get laughed out of that room. Women don't have to be good looking, or they don't have to have fine bodies to get offered dick. So they do get the option to choose multiple dicks in a day. But if you're a smaller,
you get the option to choose multiple titties in a day.
But it don't matter though, because think about it.
It don't matter about dick either.
It does.
How?
It does. Jacobi, you had a show talking about micro penises.
But that don't mean that what does that have anything to do?
I'm not talking about you. But Miss Nice Nasty says flat out, when she seen me had a micro penis, she dismissed him in a heartbeat.
And she didn't fuck him. I told her I fucked my micro penis. But I still let him hit it.
I'm not talking about you though. But I'm not talking about you. What I am saying is, at the end of the day, women don't have to worry about micro penises. Vagina is vagina. A guy is going to take vagina if you offer vagina. But I can offer a micro dick, and you could be like, "No,
a warm hole." That's what I said.
Exactly.
I said a vagina is just a warm hole.
No, I'm good. I am good, baby. Thank you for.
That's why it's easy to create these little hot pocket fleshlight things.
Yeah, thank you for applying, but we have decided to fill the position, and that's my point. Okay. I get where he was coming. It's the truth,
girl.
I get where he was coming from, to the extent of women get offered dick on a regular basis. Every high or smile you get from a guy in the street is pretty much a dick offer.
Well, I will say this though, because you say in the concept of women get offered dick on a regular basis and men don't get offered pussy on a regular basis. That stems from one space of the societal standpoint of judgment of that you heterosexual men who control the world, white men more mainly than black men, because you two are black, but I will stop. I will clarify. But you heterosexual men in general make women feel objectified, slutty, whorish, and shameful when they want to have casual sex. And when you want to do it, you feel glorified, empowered, and righteous. So if you're bitching about the fact that a woman is picky about her dick and you can't be picky about your pussy, it's because the way you fucking treat her.
Jacobi, no. It's not about being picky.
You're welcome.
It's not about
welcome.
No. His point was it's not about being picky about dick. His point was, if you get offered 100 dicks in a day, right, Jacobi? And you decide to accept 95 of
which has happened. I mean, yes, okay, I remember.
And you decide to accept 95% of those dick offers.
It was around 62, but anyway.
But if you accept 95, people are gonna look at you like, damn, bro, every dick that got thrown your way, you decided to accept. What the fuck? But at the end of the day, for a guy, if we offer our dick 100% of the day, majority of the time, only about 15% are they accepted. For us, it's more of we don't get to pass these seeds along very often. So when we do, it's kind of like, hey, you get to spread your seed. But
speaking of seed, this is what I was gonna say as well. Men are extremely more horny by nature than women are. Now, I ain't gonna denounce you horny women out there, because I know some bitches
I don't know about
who are
that,
horny.
But...
I know, no, I don't. But this just chemically, in the concept of producing a seed. I know women who are extremely horny and they like to get it in, and they're horny on a regular basis. But in a spreading of the seed concept, women produce and ovulate their seeds once a week during a month. We produce and ovulate our seeds daily, multiple times a day. That's why sometimes some people masturbate more than one time a day. You know what I mean? Because we are constantly producing seeds, but we need to release that seed because we have an outie. We all have the same genitalia. It's just that one has been introverted, one has been extroverted. It's a long story to explain. I'm not a biologist or a chemist. I'm not going to break this down to you right now. But the point that I'm getting at is men are hornier by nature. Like gay guys are horny fucking bastards. Horny bastards. They will stick their dick through a hole in the wall and not care who's sucking it on the other side because they just want to get the fuck off. It is disgusting in my head. I've done it once or twice before. We not
whatever happened to that what was it, a congressman or senator or whatever? They got caught.
That black dude in Florida.
Huh?
Remember that black guy in Florida that got caught having he was like some kind of position in Florida.
Jacobi, those charges were dropped against me. Okay, stop bringing it up.
No, it was a thing where he.
I'm sorry. Clearly, that was a sore spot
in the bathroom stall or whatever. One of those peepholes, whatever. It's weird.
Peephole. It's called a glory hole. Not that I know. I just heard. But what I do know.
I do get your point. Women do not have as many seeds to offer as men. I understand.
They don't have as many seeds to offer. They don't have as much freedom to be their honest self. Why? Because you heterosexual men judge them.
But you made a specific statement that I kind of want to address. You said women are objectified by men. Let me make a couple of things clear to you. OnlyFans. Instagram.
What about OnlyFans? And when you get your point, let me know.
I am. Listen, you say women are objectified by men, but I cannot objectify you if you don't post the stuff for me to look at.
No. Let's be clear. Because plenty of men post on OnlyFans. Plenty of men are Instagram hoes and influencers. What I said was not objectified. I said judgment. There's judgment and ridicule. Objectified in the sense of because you're horny bastards and you want to jack off to their photos and pretend like you jizzing on their titties when the shit hit the floor. So you're objectifying them. That's you objectifying them. But the point of the matter is, these bitches, my point is, you heterosexual men need to have a conversation together and express the truth.
So it's objectifying if we appreciate a nice rack and
that's not appreciate. That's not appreciate.
First of all, I appreciate how I want to appreciate. You cannot tell me how I can and cannot appreciate.
What I will tell you is appreciation comes with a positive connotation and objectification.
I positively finished what I was doing. I'm being a dick. I'm just talking shit. But the point still remains. I get what you're saying. Yes, men are assholes.
There's not a woman on this show today, and we're in the man cave, but I refuse to let you bring my girls down like this. I will stand up.
Bringing any girls down. I pointed out what the gentleman said, and I wanted your opinion on it. That's all it was.
Well, there you go. You welcome.
Okay. Pete, you are quiet here. What do you think? Do you think women are hosts?
No, because I was waiting for y'all to. Because Jacobi is right in a sense where women are objectified, and I hate the fact that a woman.
He's right.
Dex, I mean, how can you feel this way when you got like 12 daughters?
A good example is what's her name? Amber Rose. She's very comfortable with her sexuality, and I respect that. If she says she's a hoe, she owns that shit. And who am I to?
She has that thing called the slutty walk, Pete. You know what I'm talking about? The slutty walk.
The slut walk. Listen, Pete, Jacobi, Pete, you make an amazing point. Jacobi, you're right. I do have daughters. Understand something.
But real quick though, honestly, but Pete's right. Pete, you're right. Amber Rose is a beautiful representation of the fact that I refuse to let you make me feel some kind of shitty way about the way I want to express myself when you express yourself the same fucking way and you're glorified for it.
Jacobi, can I ask you a question though? And here's the thing. As much as I agree with that, and not even the question, you make a statement, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Shut the fuck up, because they do make it right. Because it's not fair for you to sit here and make it seem like men, there's nothing wrong with a man glorifying
Jacobi,
their
listen,
behavior
I
and their
didn't say
feelings,
this.
and all of a sudden it's
Jacobi,
not okay for a woman.
Let me put it
Rise
this way.
up.
I have daughters.
I am the gayest feminist you will ever meet in your life.
We ain't gonna talk about feminism because that's a whole listen.
Don't get me
no,
started.
No,
Don't get me started.
No, because you
Don't
don't
get me started.
Feminism
Don't
is a
get me
conversation we
started.
need to have another
Don't
time because
get me
that's gonna be
started.
an entire hour and a half long conversation. I feel a way about that. But
I could teach you, but I'd have to charge because
Right.
my milkshake brings all the
Listen,
boys to the
listen.
yard.
Jacobi, you're right. I have daughters. You're right. And I'm going to teach them to do things for themselves. If they
Why
don't
don't you
need-
teach them to say, fuck you? I'm going to express myself any way that I want to, just like
Listen,
you do.
listen
And if
to
you
me.
don't
Look,
like
Jacobi,
it, suck on these ovaries,
listen.
motherfucker.
You are
Teach them that.
absolutely right. I am going to teach them to do that. But you have to understand something. When you choose to do certain things, you have to be ready for the feedback you're going to get, whether it be good or bad.
Welcome to the real world.
That's what I was saying right
That's
there.
my
Hold on,
point.
hold on. That's what I was saying. Perception still attaches. Whether you want to feel like it's right or wrong, perception will attach. And usually perception is the overall opinion.
You know what? You know what, Pete?
Overall consensus, I guess, or like the overall.
Listen, this, you know what? I'm glad you said that, Pete. I don't know if you remember a while ago, Pete tagged me in a picture on Facebook. It was a while back. Now I called Pete. I'm like, why would you tag me in this? He said, because honestly, I knew something was gonna happen, and I was curious to see where this was gonna go. So he attached me in a picture to where this young lady says, I want this, and that paid for. And
I saw that.
And she was a bigger girl. Now I did
No,
not
she
see the-
wasn't.
She was a bigger girl.
She was a biggin.
I
big
didn't.
one.
Yeah, Pete
big
did. It was one of those one picture, two picture things.
Biggin.
I
That's
didn't
exactly
see-
what I was talking about. You see how he judging?
He a bigger.
No,
too.
I
Big
like
guy,
big girls. Hold on.
Well,
I love big girls. Don't get it twisted.
But
I
hold
like
on,
them.
exactly. And there you go. Now listen, when Pete posted that picture, I posted a comment that it's not what you like. You asking for a whole fucking lot. That's ridiculous. And immediately when I posted that, this girl attacked me. She's like, oh, so because she's big, she don't deserve anything? So I had to clarify, first of all, I didn't bring her size into this young lady. I said anyone that's going to ask for these things need to understand that you're asking.
Let me
for a
ask you
lot.
this: Did you say you didn't bring her size into it? What was?
No, he didn't.
You didn't like with the
I
title.
didn't see her
Didn't say
picture.
anything about her
I
weight.
never saw her picture.
Okay.
I read the
all right.
comment.
It was
and I
two different
posted-
pictures.
Yeah, he posted two
Fair.
different pictures, and they were.
Fair.
I didn't see the picture, so when he posted it, I said, "See, this young lady's asking for a lot, but what is she bringing to the table? Like you asking to do all of this, but why do you deserve this?" And the girl immediately said, "Oh, because she's big, she doesn't deserve happiness." So I was like, first of all, you brought her size into this young lady. I didn't.
Let's talk about her cholesterol before we talk about her happiness. Is what you should.
No. Wait for it, Jacobi. Wait till he's.
When I cleared that up, she immediately took it to, oh, so women can't have preference and that's sexist. Now, like, first of all, let me stop you there. I never said women can't have preference, but she is asking for something that she is not willing to provide to someone else. She is putting herself out there.
What was she asking for?
Everything. She asked, she wanted all her bills paid. She wanted to be taken. She basically said, I want a man to pay all of my bills and take care of me. And that's just what I want. And that's it. Do this and you don't get nothing in return.
So what makes you think she can't do that for herself?
Because she was asking for it for someone else.
Clearly it's happening because she's
No.
surviving.
We don't know that. We don't know that part.
Yeah, exactly. That wasn't the
It
point.
doesn't matter.
The point
So
is,
your statement is inaccurate because you said.
Jacobi, see, there you go. The point I'm trying to illustrate here is she attacked me simply because she assumed that first I was talking about the woman's size, and then because she was a woman. And I was kind of like, first of all, that had nothing to do with if that was a guy, it would be the same thing. Don't jump at me.
I don't believe
you know what I was talking about because
I don't believe you would treat a guy the same way. You know why? You know why? You know why? You want to know why? Because you ain't never posted no pictures of some fat man and talked about him or why his relationships ain't fucking working out. So as soon as you do that shit, and don't you dare say a motherfucking thing about Pete right now, because I will end this goddamn Zoom.
Have I posted a picture of a fat woman and talked about her?
No.
But
What
what
Here's
I'm
the thing,
saying
Jacobi.
is-
No, Pete, hold on. Jacobi, have I posted it?
What man have you brought up that is overweight and asking for too much? What man have you brought up
I
that
didn't
is
bring this up, Jacobi. Someone tagged me. I responded. Period. If you tag me and you ask me a question, I'm going to answer that question. Now, if you don't like the answer, that is your problem. Don't ask me a question you don't want the answer to. Period.
Hold on, Jacobi. Don't react just yet. There's more to this whole thing.
I'm riled up. I'm riled up.
I know. Hold on.
The young lady came at me very disrespectfully because she assumed, because I said she doesn't deserve that it was because A, she was a woman, and B, she was fat. And I had to clarify to her, first of all, that you chose to take it there. I was saying no one deserves that if they're not willing to put it out there. It was the simple fact that she assumed because I was a guy, I was going to just be like, oh, she's fat and ugly and da-da-da-da. No.
Well,
now,
you
the fact
do
that you
exude,
brought that up, the fact
you
that
do
you brought that
exude
up,
piece of shitness.
Listen, the fact that you brought that up means that you saw or you thought she was fat and ugly, or you wouldn't have mentioned that. If you don't,
I'll agree with you that because she saw it.
I'll bring it up.
And her mind instantly went to, I know what society is thinking of her. But again, this wouldn't be happening if society wouldn't have this historical pattern.
But let me tell you how it ended, Jacobi. When I finished with her, I said,
you fucked her and you got your 28th child. I already know that. You don't have to explain yourself to me.
Here's what you don't understand.
You don't have to explain this to me. I know your track record.
Jacobi, go fuck yourself. But I made it very, very clear with her. I said, the problem is, and here's my issue. This young lady put this out on the internet. And when she did that, this no longer became hers. She put it out there for anyone to make positive or negative assumptions or comments, just like this podcast. I'm going to put this out and somebody's going to like it and somebody's not going to like it.
I hope you all like me. I'm really a good person.
Listen, the point is, I cannot judge you for having your opinion on me. And once I put this out, I have to accept the fact that, yeah, some people are not going to like this. They're just not
Dex, I don't like you, but I show up every week.
I'm not fucking you, so I don't care. But the point is,
despite your fantasies.
Don't listen. Don't be talking about what I told you in privacy of WhatsApp, Jacobi. People don't know that about me. But no, Pete, that's what I said about perception. When you put something out on the internet, Jacobi, people can perceive whatever the fuck they want to. People can perceive you for a straight guy if they want to. People can say, "Oh, he's just lying to himself." God hasn't gotten to him yet. He don't know what he's talking about.
Whoa, Donnie McClurkin. Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. People could perceive me as an asshole, a great guy, a douchebag. People could perceive Pete as stuck up because he doesn't want to say anything. Perception is A1.
Whoa. Shots fired, motherfucker. Okay, first of all, you are an asshole and you work at it. Pizza teddy bear and we love him. Fuck you. And I mean, you know, my name is JacobiJones, youtube.com/JacobiJones. Instagram is @JacobiJones. Hit a bitch up. Carry on.
You whore. Anyway, the point is, perception is key. People perceive what they want and you can't stop them. When you put something out there, as much as people say, hey, she's a slut, that's what
you can't stop them, but what you can do is navigate them.
Nope.
And you get to dictate. Yes, the fuck you can. You can navigate someone's perspective of you if you consciously are aware of how you present yourself.
Yes. Okay. See, there you go. Exactly. If you are aware on how you present yourself, and if I post a picture right now with one of my balls hanging out, and I'm aware of that, I am aware that people are going to perceive me.
Ain't nobody trying to drink that prune juice. What you talking about?
I'm going to say, Jacobi, you're right. You can navigate, but even still, you
don't have control.
That's not really up to you.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
And
I agree. I agree with that. That wasn't your point.
And that's the thing with the Instagram stuff. What she was saying is when you post these pictures of you being next to naked, people perceive what they want. Guys might want you just to smash because regardless of how smart
is that what you think she was saying? So that was your perspective on what she was saying.
Hold on.
There we go. That was how you received what she was saying. That was your perspective.
No. This is my opinion on things. If you pose a picture,
you are not
in control of what people perceive.
No, you're not.
You're not. So
You're not. You're not.
if you post a picture,
But
in
your
a man's
caption, your caption and the emojis that you use in your description of that photo can assist in the influence of
First
how
of
they
all,
perceive
I'm a
you.
married man, Jacobi. I don't like, nor do I caption anyone's photo. I will look all day, but I will not incriminate my motherfucking self. You
What
ain't
I'm
gonna get
saying
me
is,
shot.
if you post a picture and you posting a hoe ass picture, you can write in your description what you mean by this photo. And you
Can I
can
ask you a
use
question,
emojis to express
Jacobi?
yourself emotionally.
Jacobi, let me stop you right there.
You
As
not,
a
I'm
black,
not.
I don't give a fuck
I'm
what
gonna
you-
have a rebuttal with everything you say. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
don't give a fuck what you posted. If you got a picture with
All
your
right.
titties out and I want to see your titties, I'm not reading that comment. I'm
Well,
gonna
that's
look at
because
look at this hoe. I'm out.
that is
All
your
right.
male heterosexual issue, which
That
is why
everyone, Jacobi. That's why
no,
there's Twitter.
because everyone,
Twitter is Instagram
because
without the
everyone is
words,
not.
Jacobi.
No, because everyone is not male and everyone is not heterosexual. That is your perspective
No,
of
but
a
I'm-
heterosexual male on the planet. And because you can feel righteous enough to say this out loud, because heterosexuals rule the world, heterosexual males, heterosexual white males, more have you, and you are part of that party with 50% equation disassociated because you're black, you feel entitled to be able to express that. But everyone else does not. As a gay black man, as a woman,
Jacobi. I
I'm
didn't say
telling
about
you the truth.
express.
I'm telling you the truth.
I didn't say express anything. Let me give you an example. I was in the gym the other day working out in my gray sweatpants. This dude stopped what he was doing to stare at my dick in the mirror.
Look, listen here, chicken noodle. Why on earth would you go to the gym in gray sweatpants?
What?
Why the fuck not?
Why can't I? Hold on. No, why can't I? I'm comfortable. Just like how you can
I
post
didn't
pictures on
say.
Instagram.
Listen, excuse me, Candice Owens. Excuse me, Candice Owens. I didn't say that you couldn't. I didn't say that you shouldn't, and I didn't say that you wouldn't. I said, why would you?
Because it's what I had. The rest of my gym clothes was dirty.
They're sweatpants.
Well, then you answered the question.
They're sweatpants.
Sweatpants are made to sweat in.
Okay,
but that's
noodle.
my point. You see, there you
Okay,
go.
chicken noodle.
You see how you justified it when that happened to me, but then when it's females, it's a different story.
Now you know how you know how women feel.
There you go, justifying. You cannot.
I'm not justifying. I'm dosing. This is called a dose of your own medicine. I'm not justifying anything. I'm giving you a dose of the bullshit that women have put up with for decades.
Two wrongs don't make a right, Jacobi.
He's giving you
they
an
don't make it right, but they
is.
make an example
that's
of the
exactly
bullshit.
what it is, and it's an unfair thing. Just because I do something, I'm gonna get judged for it regardless. It doesn't matter, and it's fucked up. And it's fucked up as human beings. We do that. You know what I'm saying?
Not as human beings.
I should be
not as human beings. I think
go to the gym in gray sweatpants and no underwear and have my shit swing from left to right, but perception is going to attach, and
Pete,
some people are going to feel negative about it. Some people are going to feel
DM
positive.
me your gym schedule. DM me your gym schedule.
You know what I'm saying?
But no, Jacobi, that's my point. The point is just like how women should feel like, hey, I could post a bikini picture and you shouldn't judge me or perceive whatever. I should be able to go to the gym in gray sweatpants and not be looked at the same way. Two wrongs don't make a right. If the guys are slapping your ass at work all day, you shouldn't come to my job and slap my ass because they did it to you. It doesn't make it right. It's still wrong regardless. So you cannot sit here and justify for one person but say it's wrong for another. Because
it's wrong. I agree. That is wrong.
I personally, I feel like
I'm saying is that it's fucked up that males tend to bitch about.
Stop making general statements like that, though, because not all males see that, Jacobi. You keep making these general statements, but
welcome to the real world, Dex. Welcome to the real world. In the real world, women are not treated equally. In the real world,
all men do this though. You cannot say all
but the conversation that we're having is based on the concept of how women project themselves and how men perceive them.
No, it's how everyone projects themselves. If a man does it too, I'm gonna look at him the same way.
But that's not
Perception is
true.
key. It
That's
doesn't
not
matter if it's
true,
man,
Dex.
woman.
That's
Perception
not
is
true. If
key.
a man posts himself shirtless on Instagram with a bunch of bitches surrounded by him, you look at him and you think, look at what he doing. You don't think, look at that slutty ass whore. You don't think that. If a woman posts herself in a bikini, not even fully topless on Instagram, and she's surrounded by a bunch of dudes, you think, look at this hoe. It is not, what you're saying is not true. It's just not
Jacobi,
how
I
the
am
brain
married.
works.
I don't assume that
because
about
how
anyone.
I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna say, hold on, time out. It's funny because when Jacobi said the chick with the, all I kept thinking about was that the photo with the white girl with the bunch of black dudes behind.
Look, Jacobi, I agree with you. I agree with you. It is fucked up. Women don't get treated right. I'm not saying they do. I'm not sitting here making excuses for it.
But since you raising 12 daughters, I hope
But what
I would do anything as Uncle Jacobi to assist you in raising these righteous.
Here's what you're saying. But you cannot demonize all men because not all of us are like that. I am married. I am okay. Hold on.
I'm not demonizing all men.
You are.
I'm
You
speaking
are.
to
You
the
just
no,
did. You said
no.
men do
What I'm
this
what
and
I'm
men
doing
do that.
what I'm
That's
doing is
demonizing
what I'm doing. I'm not demonizing all men. What I'm doing is speaking to the truth of the, and the key word is unconscious. I'm speaking to the truth of the unconscious thought process that the male species has based on the way that we've been brought up in.
All men.
Then that's your fucking problem that you think is demonizing instead of thinking of that. Oh, maybe I should really think about this. Maybe I should think outside of the box. Maybe I should do something better to help this situation. Instead, you want to play the victim and call it demonizing and act like I'm hurting you.
Let me ask you a question.
Don't try me.
I've been cheated on. Pete's been cheated on by women, right? Would it be fair for us to say all women are whores because these women did what they did?
No, but I bet you do.
No, I don't. I am married, Jacobi. I love him. We've been together 10 years. I am married.
That's what you say. But them text messages you sent me last night didn't seem married. But we ain't gonna talk about.
Jacobi, I'm trying to get something strange done for some change. You are a hoe, okay? I don't gotta explain anything to anybody.
Fuck you, Dex.
Yeah.
All right, look. We can go on this for hours, but we've already been recording for almost 2 hours now.
2 hours?
Almost. It's either
we gotta go.
It's either I'm gonna edit this down or I'm gonna just post it where it is and people watch what they watch.
Oh God, this is an interesting episode. You do gotta edit some shit though, like when I would go get drinks.
This was an interesting episode. Maybe you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut it into 2 portions.
No, just edit it down into because there's parts. I'm sure you could get it down like an hour and a half if you know how to edit. But everybody isn't as talented as me, so
Anyway,
I don't know your editing skills. Boo, boo.
Anyway,
boo.
Thank you for joining on this manversation on Complicated Discord
in the man cave. I hope you like my aesthetics.
Join us again next week when we will be joined with the full cast. Even Miss Christy, Miss Nice Nasty on Instagram,
and some guests coming soon. I hope.
Absolutely, and have a great week. Peace.